NXT TakeOver New Orleans. This show is going to take place on April 7th, 2018 in the Smoothie King Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. And this show, it's WrestleMania Eve, takes place the night before WrestleMania, so it's become a tradition. Last 3 years, they've had WrestleMania have an NXT TakeOver before it, and I expect this to be an incredible show. This could be the greatest TakeOver of all time. I love how I love how every takeover has a theme of the city. So the logo this year has when it says New Orleans, has like this gate with a skull. So it's like voodoo. I like the whole voodoo theme. They did that a lot with WrestleMania 30. They did some voodoo stuff, some voodoo entrances. So I like the theme of the show. I like how it plays up that it's in New Orleans. And obviously, in the not the Superdome, the Smoothie King Center, you're going to have all wrestling fans, the most diehard fans, all of them diehard NXT fans as well. They're going to be going crazy. Awesome crowd. This show, I can't wait to watch. It's just going to be an awesome show. You just know it's NXT. It's going to be fucking great. You just know it. They're incapable of putting on a bad show. And the card they have now could be the greatest takeover of all time. It has some really high expectations. A lot of times going into takeovers, my expectations aren't too high. This could be the greatest show they've ever done. And this is just a great card. So let's talk about it. The most anticipated match, in my opinion, on the show is an unsanctioned match between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. This is going to be incredible. This is just going to be an amazing match. Johnny Gargano is coming off that takeover match with Almas and Philadelphia. They had one of the best matches in NXT history. These two, it's going to be interesting where they're placed on the card. Maybe they let them headline the show. They could do that because I think these two are going to go out there and they're going to set the bar so fucking high, it's going to be impossible for anyone to come close to it. This is just going to be an instant classic. I don't know how they're going to do it. You want to see a great wrestling match with this. I think it makes more sense to do a brawl kind of match. Not like a street fight, but like just a brawl. I want to see these two guys. This is going to be stiff as hell. They're going to beat the living fuck out of each other. They're going to go after each other like you've never seen. It's going to be violent. It's just going to be brutal. It's going to be a war. This is going to be one of the greatest matches in NXT history, and maybe the best. I am thrilled about this match. I cannot wait. I am expecting just an unbelievable match. The crowd is going to be fucking crazy for this. I can't stress enough how much I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to even go as far as to say I think they will have the best match of the whole weekend. I think they'll have a better match than AJ and Nakamura, and I'm really looking forward to that, but I think this is going to be even better. These two, this is just going to be an amazing match. Who wins? Well, look, Candice LeRae, I hope she doesn't get involved too much, but I don't know if they have the balls to do something with Ciampa, attacking her, but I'm going to go with Ciampa. I think Tommaso Ciampa's going to win. I think this is going to be a long feud. I think the heel should win the first fall. I think Tommaso Ciampa beats Johnny Gargano in this match. I think they're going to get a lot of sympathy for Gargano. Now, there's also rumors that Gargano's going to the main roster, so I think it would make more sense for Ciampa to win, and I think he will. I think it'll end with him just a brutal war. I think they both should be bleeding. And that's what Candice LeRae, checking on Gargano, was laid out in the ring, and he may get a standing ovation as he leaves NXT, and I think that's what will probably happen. So, yeah. That's awesome. So also we have the first ever North American Championship match, NXT North American Championship, and it'll be a ladder match. You have Adam Cole, baby, EC3, Killian, Dain, Lars, Sullivan, Ricochet, and the Velveteen Dream. It's a ladder match. So what's interesting? They usually save ladder matches at WrestleManias, but they're doing it here. This is just going to be great. I mean, it's a ladder match. The last ladder match, I think, was the tag team match with the Authors of Pain against Gargano and Ciampa. That was awesome. They've done an NXT. They've done a few more. I know Baszler and Owens had one. I think Neville and Bo Dallas had one. But this is just going to be crazy. I hope no one gets hurt, but these six in this fucking match, so it's interesting. I believe this will go after the tag team triple threat match. So I think that the triple threat NXT tag team match and for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, that both of them are on the line. I think that'll open the show. And I think this will probably go on after that. So Adam Cole, I don't see him winning this. I don't see it going to Killian Dain. I like Killian Dain. I don't think he's going to win. I don't see Lars Sullivan winning. Ricochet is a possibility, and so is the Velveteen Dream. I think both of them have a solid chance to win. I wouldn't be shocked if either of them won, and I'd be happy to see either of them winning because I really like Velveteen Dream. I think he's awesome. But I think Velveteen Dream can go for the NXT title after this show. I'd love to see. You know what? I don't know how long Aleister... by the way, before I get to the title match, I think Aleister Black's winning. I think everyone knows that. I want to see Velveteen Dream be the one to beat Aleister Black. I don't know how long they can build that up. They should save it for a while. I think like that should like be saved for one of their major takeovers. But I don't have him winning. I have EC3 winning. I think he's going to win. I think he needs it the most. He just came into NXT, and the problem with EC3, I don't know if they want to put him into the main title picture right away. And the problem they have with a lot of guys who just come into NXT right away is they give them a big match, like a big startup match, and there's nothing for them to do but win the NXT title. I think NXT needs a mid-card title. I think EC3 is the guy for it. He's great. He's winning. I think it makes most sense for him. Ricochet just came in. Maybe he can feud at Ricochet after this. But I want to see... I think EC3 makes the most sense. I think he wins. I think this is just going to be insane. Ricochet, oh my God. I don't know how much Triple H is going to let him do. He might get himself killed in this fucking match. But yeah, I think everyone has their eyes on Ricochet for this. But I see EC3 getting this. So NXT Tag Team title, triple threat tag team match. Also for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. Which comes back after it took a hiatus. So they're having it back on this show. You have Undisputed Era Tag Champs Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly while Bobby Fish is injured. That's unfortunate with Bobby Fish, but with Cole and O'Reilly, I see him retaining. I see him keeping up belts. I think this will probably start the show. They're against Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. I don't see them winning at all. I don't think there's just nothing for. I don't think it makes sense for Pete Dunne to have to team with Roderick Strong to win the tag team titles. Roderick Strong's already on the main roster. We see him on 205 Live a lot. Pete Dunne doesn't make much sense for him to win. I think he's better off as just a cruiserweight. Authors of Pain. They're coming to the main roster. I expect them to debut Monday or Tuesday, this coming Raw or SmackDown after WrestleMania. They're coming to the main roster quickly. They're on. I see Undisputed Era winning. I think this will be a good match. This is the kind of match that should start the show. They'll do some dives, have a fun match. Crowd will be really hot. This is going to be a fun opener. So I think this should start the show. And I see Undisputed Era retaining their tag titles and winning the Dusty Tag Team Classic. So the co-main event, probably the co-main event. The NXT Women's Championship. I don't know if actually will go on second last. Usually the women, they on NXT, they usually let them have the second to last match. You have Ember Moon, the champion, defending against Shayna Baszler. To me, this is very much, it's predictable, but it's a good predictable. Shayna Baszler is a champion. She's going to be the champ. She is going to choke Ember Moon the fuck out. I don't know. She'll do something heelish to Moon, but she's going to win. Shayna Baszler's champion. She's going to be a great champion. I think she'll be a dominant champion. She's a little older. I think she's in her late 30s, actually. So she has a late start in pro wrestling, but I think they've done a really good job building Baszler up. Ember Moon, I think... I wouldn't be surprised if she wins the Women's Battle Royal. I can see her winning the Battle Royal. I don't know if I'm going to predict her yet. I haven't made my WrestleMania predictions yet, but I think there's a good chance she wins. I'd like to see her win. I think it would make sense. Or she debuts on Raw or SmackDown the next night. But I think have her win the Battle Royal would be a good way to debut her. But she's losing to Shayna Baszler tonight on NXT. This will be her last appearance probably. Baszler is the new champion. That's how I see it going. And obviously for the NXT Championship, you have Andrade Cien Almas with the beautiful Zelina Vega defending against Aleister Black. Black Mask, 1, 2, 3. We're going to see a new NXT champion. Aleister Black's time. He's going to have his crazy entrance. I can imagine Aleister Black having just this awesome New Orleans style entrance. It makes sense with him, with his he has like a dark gimmick. I can imagine he comes up from kind of like the Frankenstein set up from the casket. I think you're just going to see all of this insane opening entrance. You're going to see all this New Orleans voodoo shit, just crazy, just out of this world. I think Triple H is going to go all out for this guy. He's going to have one of the greatest entrances ever. Might even be a better entrance than I think you see at WrestleMania. WrestleMania going to have all the entrances. It would be interesting. I don't know if Triple H will let this guy have a better entrance than he's going to have. Him and Stephanie are going to have, but we'll see. New champion Andrade Almas, very over right now. I love Zelina Vega. I think she has made his career. I think without her, I think this guy's still in the mid card. I don't think he's really that good by himself. They have to keep Vega with them as long as possible on the main roster. I love Zelina Vega. I think she's great. But Almas is losing. We're going to have a new champ, new era of NXT, Aleister Black, the Black era. Aleister Black's your champion. He's going to be a great champion, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be great to see him win the belt, and I think the fans are going to be really into him. I think they'll be into Almas. We'll see how this match goes. I don't know if they're going to get a long match to have, or I don't know if they need to have. I think it might make more sense for it to be a solid match, because there's going to be so much great wrestling early on the show, and almost have a different kind of match with a black mask, just taking Almas' lights out for the 3. So Black wins, and I'm looking forward to the show. So to go over it, new NXT champion Aleister Black, new women's champion Shayna Baszler. I see Undisputed Era retaining their tag titles and winning the Dusty Classic. I think EC3 will win the ladder match, and I've got Tommaso Ciampa beating Johnny Gargano. So this should be a great show, and I'm looking forward to it, and it wouldn't surprise me if this is a better show than WrestleMania.